All right. I'm just waiting for the stream to load properly. That's always the tricky part here. All right, I guess we're live, so maybe this is the point of the coming soon stream page starting soon that everyone does. I think this is why they do it, because this is a bit tricky. Anyway, so today we're gonna continue working on this. We finished the stickers. The last stream for the stickers wasn't very. Wait, let me lower the music a little bit. Wasn't very informative. I was trying to again, 1 second. Just keep the connection going. Come on, man. All right. So I'm not sure that it's saying that the connection isn't functioning properly, but we're gonna go for it anyway. So okay. So this is what we have right now. So we have the face. I'm gonna keep on working on the hair. Let's put back the highlights, whatever, the overlays. And the other thing that I like to do, because I'm working on a small screen with high resolution, is to increase the preferences to 2.2, just so we can see better everything. It was too small. So I'm gonna cross my finger that the stream is working and just move on, because I don't want to waste too many time. So we're gonna do the hair. I decided to do the hair as a mesh instead of a plane. I think it's gonna give a lot of definition to the face. It's gonna help a lot. So I'm gonna start with an icosphere. I'm gonna remove the wireframe. I'm gonna keep this here so I can see it. Maybe I'm gonna give it back the same material of the hair that we had before, shade, auto smooth. And let's just start sculpting. I think I'm gonna start first by symmetry. I think I'm symmetrical on the X. Yeah, I know the hair isn't symmetrical, but as a starting point, let's just do the basics. Symmetrical, at least the skull and everything else. The scalp. Yeah, I guess so. So I think we have a lot of polygons right now. So what I like to do is press R, make sure it's big, Ctrl R. I don't want too much polygons at this point. I just want a little bit just to define the basic shapes. I'm not really sure about the face as well for now, but I want to finish at least the volume of the hair first. So at least like it will look a bit different. Anyways, so I'm gonna start defining the basic features of the hair. I think I should drop the symmetry at this point. That's enough. We don't need this here. All right, so we are gonna have to figure out things as we go. We always need to remesh, Ctrl R as we go. All right. I was hoping for this to be a quick sketch, but that's not the case. We're gonna do it properly. Let's remesh again. Just trying to get my strands going as a starting point. And so if you look at the topology right now, of course, it's not proper, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm glad to see that the stream is working. I think next time I'm gonna do the starting soon that I don't really like, actually. but it seems technically necessary for everything to load properly and for us to get the proper bandwidth for the stream, and we don't get this awkward like 2 or 3 minutes at the start that that actually throw me off guard a bit. Alright. Also, I don't like seeing the floor or the axes, and maybe what can we do for the viewport? We can say that we need the scene world, and then we should do something to this. It's too lit. Maybe we go with black, but we cannot go with black, so ignore it. Let's not go with scene world. Keep it gray. That's fine. It's ruining the shaders and how everything is looking, so let's not go for this now. Okay. So this is like a self competition at this point to be able to finish this and not just like keep it, you know, with the unfinished projects. Can I get chat running in here? It's running, everything is running. Okay, let's keep on working. So we're trying to push as much as we can with the level of details that we have. There is a way to do this differently with the dynamic remesh dyne topo here. I'm not very experienced at this. Maybe I should look it up and see how it's done. But for now, we're just gonna stick to the amount of polygons that we have. The cons of doing it this way is that every time you remesh, since you don't have enough resolution, you're gonna start losing some of the shapes that you already did. But that's fine. Let's claim that this is fine for now. All right. Okay, all right. That's good enough as a start. So you see that like we already did this. I already did this, but I'm losing it because when I'm remeshing, we don't have enough topology. And then if we want to add more geometry and then remesh, then we're starting to add more mesh information, and this is not something that I want at this point for my sculpt, not to overcomplicate it, because I'm still not sure with any of this, like the shapes and the proportions. So none of this I'm actually happy with at this point. So I want to keep my low resolution flexibility. This is very important for me at this point. I'm gonna try to capture the essential design as much as possible. Alright, this is good. This is looking good. So yeah. So I added the annotation by mistake. If you press D, you can add annotations, and then D, right click, you can delete them. Sometimes I forget a bit, like with the whole shortcuts that Blender has. Sometimes you forget stuff. And then when you're working with different software, so right now I'm trying to learn Grasshopper, for example, or Unity, or Rhino in general, and then I do jump back to the OG 3ds Max, because this is what I do for a living, and then you tend to forget all the shortcuts everywhere. So there is a shortcut to get this menu. I don't remember it actually. Maybe we can Google it later. So you can get this menu right in front of you. You can just pick different stuff instead of doing this, and then is it this now? So I'm looking for the inflate, for example. Also, you can get that from the T menu here on the right. G for the grab brush. This is what I'm using so far for the sculpt. I'm not using, yeah, like almost nothing else. Alright, so I'm not looking at what I'm doing so far. I'm just vibe sculpting at this point. Just trying to get the basics going. And then I'll check where did I mess up. So the hair already added a lot of similarities to the design, to the original sketch by the artist, which is cool. So the other thing that I want to do early on, so this is good as a good start. Let's do a little bit of shaping here. I hate the mouse. All right. Okay. I'm gonna try to do the eyelashes because we have this kind of overlapping and it gives a lot of shape to the character. Maybe this is something good to do it early on. So to do this, let's go to the edit poly here, Shift S, cursor to selected, and then back to object mode, and then Shift A. I think I'm gonna do it out of another UV sphere. We're gonna scale it. Let's give it a material. I don't have black. Let's do lashes for now and make it black. Right click, shade smooth. Also go to sculpt mode, press the R button, and we don't need as much geometry as we think we need. So Ctrl R. Yeah, I'm gonna also do it with the grab. So G and just push things around as a start. So I want to use this as my guideline for the shape of the eye. So everything else should follow it. Let me right click the annotations from here so I can see the actual shape properly. So it's very important to understand the relationship between stuff. Like here, I don't think we have it yet. But when we start adding more elements and we start to get out of the basic shapes and into more details, we can start to define these more. Although it's still very low poly at this point, because you don't want to add too much information too soon and then it'd be very hard to manipulate, you know? So again, let me delete this so I can just focus on the shape. I'm not sure what's happening to the music. Let's raise it a little bit since I'm talking to myself. That would be... All right. I'm quite happy with what's happening here. The face is still symmetrical, which is good. I don't want to lose symmetry with the face, not right now. But I do like this kind of overlapping eyelash with the hair. Or maybe as well we can do Shift S, cursor to selected, then we can set the origin of this to the 3D cursor, so now we're in the middle, and then we can add a mirror modifier. So like this, we'll be doing both sides at the same time, so we can, I know like she's posing, so this is not very accurate, but at least as a starting point, as a starting mesh, it's very important to have a little bit of symmetry in the eyes, at least at the start of the sculpt. So we don't have enough mesh information here. This is why we cannot shape it properly. And I'm gonna still try to squeeze as much shape as possible without adding more information. So zoom out. You can see that the face is not really symmetrical because when you remesh, you lose a little bit of... So let me show you. So yeah, it might look symmetrical here and here, but look at this. They don't exist here. So like when you remesh stuff, you don't actually preserve symmetry unless you say like you can. It's somewhere, I don't remember. It used to be somewhere here, where you can actually be specific about keep preserving the symmetry when you're remeshing. It's not something that we care much about right now. I'm gonna inflate these a bit if we can. Okay. Let's keep moving, keep working. A little bit less yapping, a bit more working. It's important not to have the hair in the eyeball itself. So this is a bit too wide, too big. Although it's not that present in the sketch, still for me it's a bit too much. So here, as you can see, you're already starting to get somewhere, yeah? Alright, perfect. Actually, this is better than I expected. So the last time when I was sculpting this, I don't know if you've watched this, you can go check it out. I wasn't really excited about what's happening. And it's totally normal not to like your sculpt when they're still in their early stage, and I think this should be the way. Alright, so we're trying to let's blow it. We don't have enough geometry to do any of these, so for now let's just keep grabbing and pushing vertices. And maybe we can push the head vertices instead of the eyelashes. So when I press Alt Q, you can switch between objects in sculpt mode or in edit mode. So even this works when you're in edit mode. So if you're here, Control Tab, edit mode, and then you press Alt Q, and then you'll be jumping between different meshes while you are still in the mode. So you don't have to object mode, then select, then right click, then edit mode. It's too time consuming, and Blender is all about efficiency and learning these hacks to make you super fast. So right now the thing that I don't really like is the eyelash is too flat here. You can see it. Yeah, you can see it. So we need, maybe in edit mode it's easier. I'm gonna move it Alt Z so I can pick all the vertices, and then maybe in the top view we should make it like this, rotate it a bit. Yeah, push it up. So you don't have to do everything in sculpting. This is the beauty of Blender. So you're not in ZBrush here or in Nomad Sculpt or whatever. You are using a polygonal modeling software, so take advantage of it, because sculpting here isn't the best. It can get laggy super fast, and sometimes it's not that clean. So at least take advantage of the other tools that you have, that Blender gives us. Alright. Alright, cool. I'm actually happy with what's happening. And in the back, we need to get creative and respect the same shape language as the artist, because we don't have this side. I'm not really sure how much it will show. I don't know if I want to do like a full turnable. Maybe I will. These kind of spike clumps of hair, we can recreate them in the back, like this one. That will show this profile here. We need to recreate it, like maybe somewhere here in the back, like one big one. It would look cool. But for now, don't want to waste too much time on this. I want to keep shaping the basic stuff, So right now we did the eyelash. I want to do the eyebrows. Also the same way. Just go to edit mode, pick something in the location of it, Shift S, cursor to selected, go back to object modes, and then I want to just Shift A. Again, a UV sphere can be sculpted way, way down. Now this can be done differently. It can be done as a curve. It can be done as a grease pencil. For now, I'm just doing this. The same thing, I'm gonna give it the same as the lashes. Doesn't really matter, it's just black. For now, it has a little bit of reflection, but who knows if it's gonna keep it this way. All right, let's add the symmetry. So pick this object, pick that object, Control L, and copy modifiers. But it's overlapping, so what we need to do is we need to change the mirror object. So yeah, that's it. Go back to sculpt or make it big. Control R, and then the other thing that we need to do is Control in object mode, Control A, and we need to apply the scale even for this because we scaled it down. So we're gonna have lots of issues if we don't do that. All right, let's try to push around. Let's see if this is gonna work. Actually, maybe it won't because it's very, very small. I think it should work. Again, there are better ways to do that, but we're not going for the better ways here because we don't know what we're doing. Again, so because we applied the scale, you can see now that the remesh scale is all messed up. It's not working. The slider isn't working with the R. I don't know why. Let's see if we can do it from here. So 0.02. And then remesh. Okay, we got a lot of geometry now, but it's fine. It's much more than I would like to at this phase, but I think because this is such a small shape, it doesn't really matter. So just make sure, I just want to make sure that I'm following the shape of the head. Smooth it out a bit, inflate the parts that needs to be inflated, and then deflate the parts that needs to be deflated. Grab stuff and push them around. Perfect, perfect. Perfect is a big word, but good enough. Let's see, good enough. Perfect is still out of the options at this point. Alrighties. Okay. Let's keep working on the hair now that we have a bit more information. So I think here we can go for a clear separation between this side and this side. I'm not sure, maybe we should do it with a crease brush. Yeah, probably better. Go back to the grab brush. We need to add one more strand in here, but we need to push it outwards first and then down. We're getting somewhere. It's not a very good place for now, but it's not bad. For this, I think we need to grab some of these and move them up. Then we need to take these and move them inside. I guess it's on the Y. Yep. Maybe I want to do the eyelids. Not the eyelids, the pupils. It helps a lot with defining also the character, or maybe then we'll do the hat and we'll add more details, maybe the body quickly, and we'll see. So this is one of the issues that happens when you're remeshing. You start to get some holes when the objects start to get too close to each other. I'm not sure if we can fix it here. Fix poles? No. So that's fine. Just have to be careful. This kind of remeshing can be a bit messy when you're dealing with an object that, like this one, is actually thin and can get really thin. It's just hair strands, so it depends on the clumping. But we'll see. I feel like I want to do something like this, but we'll see. All right, perfect for now. All right. So of course, at this point, the hair isn't properly done, but it's kind of starting to shape up. So this is good enough for this level of sketching. I wanna now start working on the pupils. It will give a lot of character. It will show you how the face looks. It will get us there faster. So let's see how we do this. So let's pick any of these faces. Maybe let's pick this face. Shift S cursor to select it. Shift A mesh UV sphere, and then let's rotate it by 90 degrees. Let's scale it down. I want to give it a color for now. Maybe let's call it I. Give it this kind of dark green. Shade auto smooth. I don't think mirroring it here would work because it will kind of give it this weird look. So let's rotate it on the Z. Let's keep it like this. Rotate on the Z so you can see what we're rotating. Press shift when you're rotating because sometimes it's too fast. Scale on the Z. Okay, maybe we need to flatten it a bit more on the Z. So we don't want too much of this bulging. That's a stylized anime style character, so we don't want to go too wild with the realism. It can be done differently as well. It can be done as like a plane that's wrapping around the eyelid, which is not a bad idea, but not now, not at this phase. It could be done as a grease pencil mask to the shape as well, to the face, which is also not a bad idea. Okay, not bad. Let's sculpt it a bit. Before sculpting it, I want to keep a copy, Shift D, I want to put it here. I want to rotate it on the Z. And I want to push it on the Z as well. Alright, let's sculpt it a bit to make it respect the shape of the eye. Also, let's sculpt the face itself to come to it. Yep. And then let's work on this side now. Sculpt, push out a bit, push up from here. That's looking good. Sorry. So it's working time at this point. I'm trying to. I'm having some client comments, but let's keep on focusing on this for now. So alright, actually the eyes did well, did what I was expecting it to do, so I'm happy with it. It's a bit too big, maybe I should make them a bit smaller. This one as well. Yep. It's looking fine. Let's push this a bit up. Come on, this is looking nice in terms of a sketch, right? All right. Let's keep shaping things around. So now that we have the hair and the eyes, I think we can push things a bit more. So she has this kind of hair coming into her face. All right. I'm actually quite happy. I was kind of afraid of what's gonna happen when I start working on this. Like I wasn't really sure about the outcome, but I'm actually quite impressed with what we're getting. Because the shape is a bit complicated, you know, like doing these eyes and this. Because it's an anime, so it's not actually realistic, so like seeing it from 3D, it wouldn't really, like the shape wouldn't hold from all angles, but we're figuring it out, so it's fine. And I do really want that this shape, like this model to work. This is the first collaboration with this artist, and I wanna do something good. I really like their work. I don't want to ruin their art. That's something that anyone wants to do to someone else's art. All right. Okay. Let's save. I'm gonna try to do the hat right now. Okay, now this strand of hair is a bit weird from this point of view. I think we can fix it. So the hair has to make sense, you know, it has to be like, this has to be this, right? And then this has to be something like this, and this has to be something like this, and then these are like, it has to be strands forming. It shouldn't be like just a lump coming out. But I think at this point it's hard to emphasize that when you have the low polygon that we have right now. But at least we should be aware of it, so we can fix it later. Right, V, right click, delete the annotations. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I'm pressing V instead of F to make the brush smaller, and it's ruining things. Okay. Should we or shouldn't we take these? Maybe not. Maybe that's not a good idea, but let me try it out and give them a different material. So assign, let's call it lips. And let's see if this is something that I should be doing or not. Alright, not bad. It should be much softer, and it should be a bit more let's keep her smiling. That's the cute part. So happy. She's a happy girl. Let's keep her happy. Yeah, not bad at all. Alright, let's keep on shaping the basic forms because I want to do the hat next. I want to bring back symmetry now a little bit. Can we? We cannot bring back symmetry. The mesh isn't accepting it. Maybe here we need to do something as well. Something like a big clump of hair that you cannot see from this angle, just like the sketch, but you would see and give volume from a different perspective. So when you're looking at her from this side, you still have the same shape language. All right, good things are happening. All right, the hat. So how should we do the hat? Let's first do this, Shift A. I think we should start with the cylinder, it makes sense. So Shift S, cursor to selected. Let's save. Let's do Shift A, let's go mesh, and let's go for the cylinder. Then we need to scale it, then scale it on the everything except for the Z. Then we need to move it, scale, Shift Z so we don't scale on the Z. Then Shift, scale on the Z, and then rotate a bit. Move it somewhere here. Then I need to grab these faces and delete them. And it has this like some sort of a wrapping around the head, which I'm not gonna be very quick to do right now because we might be changing the a little bit things around, so let's not get carried away too fast. All right. It should be rotated like this as well. Scale it on the Y, I think. Yeah. Let's scale this a bit. Perfect. Let's grab these. Is this big enough? Maybe not. So this doesn't really make sense again. This in 3D it doesn't make sense, but we need to figure it out ourselves. Okay, let's do it from here to here. Then let's extrude without these. extrude on the Y. So even this is not symmetrical, and how should we do this? This is a bit tricky now that I'm looking at it. So the thing is, this part is here, basically, which is not connected to anything. So we need to do something. So it should be, so maybe let's say the argument is that because she's pulling it, it's down there. But we need to, let's do the shape first and then we figure out the logic. So it should be somewhere here, right? Yeah. Then this whole thing from the front goes a bit down. Sorry, my phone is calling. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, so let's keep working on this. So this is what I'm talking about. So maybe I'm gonna disconnect it or something, we'll see. So let's do this to here, and then maybe we need to delete these faces for now. We'll see, and maybe do the same thing here. But for the time being, let's keep this. Let's bring it here. I wanna, this is maybe too much. Let's try to split this. I wanna have like a fixed view on the face, just like the image, but then because I wanna be able to turn around, I wanna add some more information. Alright, this is fine. Let's grab these, push them up. It's looking extremely weird, but that's fine. Let's do the same thing here. And then let's try to spread this a bit. I'm not sure what to do here for now. We'll figure it out. This should be pushed a bit more down. The whole thing should be lowered like this. Yeah. The whole thing should be lowered. Let's push this whole thing down. Alright. Alright, let's remove this. Let's have a quick look. Alright, so let's try to think of the general shapes that we have right now. So I can see right quickly that this is bigger, which in turn should make this a bit bigger. Secondly, we should push this up a bit. All right. Still checking. All right, her face is tilted, which we don't have in here. At least not right now. So the hat is maybe fine, but her face is a bit tilted to the right, to the side. I'm not gonna do this now because it's gonna mess up all the symmetry. We'll do it later on when we're happy with the proportions. So let's say this part over here is still not finished. I'm sorry, I have to stop this again. Some clients are calling me. All right, something urgent came up. I have to stop the stream right now. I'm really sorry, but we're off to a good start. So we'll pick it up from part 3 maybe in a couple of days. See you soon.